Hi everyone, James from No Limits Race Support. A bit of the longer video of me rambling that some of you do enjoy, and thank you for the positive feedback I get on that. I do really appreciate it. So we're heading up the road to Knockhill. I think probably a lot of you have never been there before. It's a great little circuit. I've been there many a time. You're going to really enjoy racing around it. People up there are great. The circuit's great. Weather's fantastic all the time up there, so we've got nothing to worry about there as well. We'll see how that goes. Fingers crossed and touch wood, we have a nice dry weekend. Let's work on the basis it's going to be dry. Knockhill's really calm the tyre, always has been. And there's a lot of sections around there where we're leaning the bike, obviously quite a lot. So we benefit from having some help from the compound. So softer compounds work well around there because it's kind of on a tyre. We don't have to worry so much about tearing, and it gives us a little bit of grip, especially when you're trying to get on the throttle, when you're leant over, trying to get out the corner. So I think you're at the stage of the season now, all our regular members that have been racing all year long, you're up to speed, your bike's set up, you're confident, you know where you're at, you know what you're doing, and that allows you to run softer compounds. You're on the throttle early, you're making the tyre work, so that's great. So I think high majority in the last couple of rounds have gone SC1 front or K1 front, and then SC1 rear, K1 rear. That's been kind of the staple of where we're at. Some of you have gone softer. We've seen zeros and X's used at the last couple of rounds, which is great. And I applaud you for doing that, Just remember, if you're using zeros and X's, your tyre wear rate is going to be quicker. The tyre is not designed to do as much work as maybe some stronger compounds. On a big bike, that new SC1 rear is what they use at BSB. It's used at Moto2 as well. It's an option at Moto2. I don't think many use it to race on it anywhere, but it is an option for them. But at BSB, our friend Carl Ride was just unbelievable. It is unbelievable, isn't he, as a human being? But everybody in that superbike grid was going so quick at the last BSB meet at Alton Park. I'd be interested to see what they do this weekend at Thruxton, actually, while I'm saying that out loud. But at Alton Park, Carl's gone, I think he did a 32 in his second session or something like that. It's just, you guys have raced around there. Anything under a 40 is hanging on for dear life. So imagine what it's like doing 32. The point being, SC1 front, SC1 rear. The consistency was there if you look at his lap times. All their lap times in Superbike, the consistency was really good. The tyres are working really well, and those are genuinely the same tyres that we buy off Pirelli, off the shelves for you. Used at BSB, used at Moto2, used at World Superbike. They're going to be used at Knockhill with you guys again next weekend. So I think a lot of you are gravitating to SC1. That said, we're more and more selling these new Metzler compounds that we have. The 120 and the 125 K1 front, exactly the same as Dean Harrison uses on his factory Honda bikes at the Northwest 200 and the TT. And then the rears, as you know, we've had the development rears made for us this year in the new sizes, the 190/60 in a K1 and a K2, and a 265 in a K1 and a K2. The 265 is also still available in a K0, which some of you do enjoy using. I said it before, I'll say it again, if I was using my own money and to go racing again, I know I'm a little bit fat for that now, but I like the K1. I like everything it does. I like the price point. A pair of these Metzlers are just under 380 to you on your race deal, which I think is great value for money in terms of life, grip. They tick a load of boxes, But we've got some great options available for you. I think if you're new to the club and you're racing with us this weekend for the first time at Knockhill, we'll look forward to meeting you. I think we've got quite a lot of pre-injection riders with us this weekend. So we have quite a range of 120 and 180/60 tyres available to you in terms of slick and treads. We do a really good price on the Diablo Supercorsa V3 in an SC1 front and SC1 rear. I think those work really, really well on those pre-injection bikes. And what else do I need to tell you? I can't tell you exactly where I'm going to be set up in the paddock yet, but you can't really miss me, can you, in my big lorry? So hopefully that's pretty obvious to you. And look for the Pirelli flags. That's also the giveaway. And yeah, I think that's about it, really. We'll have everything in the awning again for you, from Capit, RST, RI, Motul, SBS brake pads, DID chains, GB Racing, engine protection, lever guard, stuff like that. So if you get caught short on anything, or you want to just see what we've got, please pop in and see us. For those of you who have been waiting on some Supertech boots, I have got a couple more different sizes and colours in stock this round. They've been difficult to get hold of this year, but we have got a couple more to show you. I think that's it. I've gone on long enough, 5 minutes. Great. See you up there.